All right, boys and girls, we're going to try something a little different with our number corner today. I'm making a video instead of going live. I'm going to start by showing you our calendar. And every day I come in, I flip these over. And if you were in the classroom, we would do this daily. We would predict the next day's pattern. And we started, not even last week, it's been I think the week before since we started this. You all had to submit what you thought those next 3 days would be. And a lot of you figured out the pattern, that these numbers didn't represent the date of the calendar, but it was a pattern that started counting by 11s. So I've been filling out this grid observation chart, but I've only filled out the ancient Egyptian number. So what I want you to do is in your notebook, in your math journal, I'm going to post this grid, and I want you to put this in your notebook, and I want you to fill in the modern numbers. I've already given you the hint, and a lot of you already figured it out. They're skip counting by 11s, so that shouldn't be too hard for you to fill out. So what we've learned is that the ancient Egyptians used symbols for their numbers instead of the modern numerals that we use. And this is the chart that I've shown you before. So now I'm going to walk back over to my desk. I'm still here. It's red for a second. We're going to work this page together. You don't have to do anything in your notebooks. I just want you to follow along with me. We're going to compare the numeration systems. So these blocks right here would be like if we were in class and we had the blue and the green base 10 blocks that you all usually play with in here while we're counting. This is what those represent, okay, the base 10 pieces. These are our modern numerals. So one piece stands for 1. And we know that the stick in the ancient Egyptian numbers stands for 1. Then, for example, we know that the long 10 piece stands for the number 10. And in the ancient Egyptian numeral, the heel bone is what they call that. That stands for 10. And then we have our 100 base 10 block, which stands for 100. And in the ancient Egyptian numeral, the scroll stands for 100. So we're going to do this together and write the numbers in. And then I have a page for you that you're going to do on your own in your journal. So it says, write the modern numerals and the Egyptian numerals to match each set of base 10 pieces. So I know that this stands for 10, and I count my ones, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I know that my modern number is 18. Now, I could go ahead and draw this one out, or I could do all of my modern numerals first and then come back and do my ancient Egyptian numerals. It's up to you how you prefer to do that. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do my modern numerals first because in my mind that sounds simpler to me, and then I'll figure out my patterns on this side. All right, so I'm going to count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I know in my 10s I have 80. How many ones? 2, 4, 6, 8. 100, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8. So my number is 200. I don't have any 10s, so I got to put my 0 in the 10 spot. And I have 8 ones. Now I need to show this in ancient Egyptian numerals. So I have 18. So I know that the heel bone stands for 10. And then I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 staffs. Sorry, I think I called them sticks a while ago. They're staffs to represent the 8. So when I look at this in ancient Egyptian numerals, I know this is 10 and 8 makes 18. So for 88, I would have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 tens to represent my 80. And then I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 staffs to represent my 8 ones. Then down below, I have 208. Well, I know that my scroll represents 100, so how many scrolls am I going to need to represent 200? I'm going to need, those don't look very good. I need 2 scrolls to represent 200. I don't have any tens, so I don't need any heel bones, but I do have 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that represents the number 208. So the question at the bottom says, how are our modern numbers like the Egyptian numbers? How are they different? Which system would you rather use every day and why? I just want you to think about that. Which system of numbers seems the most simple? All right, so your assignment for today, I will post this up on the board. You don't have to do anything on, I'm not going to put it on a Jamboard because too many people have too many problems with Jamboard. I just want you to number your paper in your math journal from 1 to 8 to represent these 8 problems right here, okay? You're going to show these numbers down here in expanded form. Remember, expanded form is adding your thousands, your hundreds, your tens, and your ones, and then putting your equal sign there. Okay, so you do have an example in number 1. I'm going to read this part to you. It says the ancient Egyptian system of numerals is additive. Once you learn the symbols, all you have to do is add their values together. Write an addition equation in modern numbers to show the value of each of these ancient numbers. In the last box, it wants you to draw your own Egyptian number and then have a classmate write an equation to show its value. Well, you don't have a classmate at home, so why don't you take it to mom or dad or grandma or the babysitter, whoever you're with. Give them the ancient numerals here and see if they can use the grid up here, or the picture. I just went blank on what that's called, but anyway. See if they can figure out what number you have written in that last one. Okay, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I don't think this will be too hard for you today. After you've watched this, you can go back and I will post all of the pictures up. You will have those attached there too. Don't forget to fill out your calendar grid, and I will have you take pictures of this and turn this into me on Google Classroom. Have a great day, guys. You have science with Miss Cruz at 12 o'clock today.